It's a good thing you can't see though.
AJ, just when you think about, your rookie year and everything that you've been through, just what are your biggest takeaways from it?
Yeah, I think this year taught me a lot. I think the biggest thing was just seeing how much I accomplished, like on and off the court. I think just be able to get through that first year and knowing that, I made my dreams, to come to reality. So I think just looking back to, seeing, the buzzer beater against my dad, like I think now since like I'm not in the season anymore, it's like it just makes my rookie year that much more special. So yeah.
And I guess what have Quinn and Landry kind of talked to you about working on over the summer? Has it been kind of like maybe it's going to be implemented a little bit later on, give you some time to breathe or something like that?
Well, I haven't had the meeting yet.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something like that. So
yeah.
Just coming back, strong this summer, working on things that I could improve on, and I think that's the joy about playing basketball. It's just you get to see what you need to work on, and come back next year stronger and better. So I'm excited. So.
AJ, skills aside, because everybody's working on the game in the summer, but skills aside, what will you take from this to get ready to prepare yourself to play? Once you've been through the grind, you say, okay, I got to do this, this, and this.
Well, definitely first, just rest. I think, that's a huge thing. Really just, analyzing and taking, this whole year in of, what I went through, seeing all the reads, seeing all the I think it's just, now when you're fresh, you're able to, have that wisdom, have those, experiences now going to your second year. And I think that's just going to make a huge difference because I think we have a mixture of, skill and, poise and wisdom. It just, it turns into, a huge force of power. So, yeah.
You've had a couple of big moments at State Farm Arena this season, but how about last night and just the fans and how loud they were to close out that game?
Yeah, that was actually like the first game home. When we came back here, like that was probably like the best basketball game I ever watched because just seeing the fans and like the atmosphere was like on a whole nother level. Like you'll never see that ever again, except like being like the NBA Finals, and that was actually my first playoff game I actually been to like in person. And I couldn't go to my dad's because I was I was doing stuff during the summer, so but that was really exciting because. I also had, Tyrese there with me on the bench. We got to share that moment, just seeing everything for the first time. And I think we learned a lot. And when you're able to, still be a part of the team, even though you're not on the court, but you're all together, I think that's like the biggest, biggest thing of just maturing and really, learning the game because, there's so many other people who didn't get that chance. They got out, before they even made the playoffs, play in, so just be able to have that moment and experiences, everything. So.
Plenty of the older guys who have come in through here already have mentioned just your impact and just how great of a rookie you've been. But is there anyone really who has stood out to you, taking you under their wing, and or that you've really just learned a lot from this season?
Yeah, I could go down the line with the whole team, but just DeJounte, John Collins, Trey, DeAndre, all of them, they've been great, and I learned a lot, from all their perspectives, each of them pitching in, just giving me words of encouragement and words of advice, through every single game. I think I can't remember one game where I didn't feel like, I didn't have that support or didn't feel like they weren't there when, I messed up or made a rookie mistake, So I left the Chick-fil-A sauce one time.
You brought extra Chick-fil-A the next time?
Yeah, the next time I did. I had to make up for it. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, though. So yeah.
And watching, the playoffs besides Tyrese from the bench and everything like that, how much does it motivate you to try and get yourself into the rotation in a situation like that?
I think just as a competitor, seeing, you just want, you always want to be on the court.
Yeah.
So I think, really just I think just it was really good for me to really see where I'm at as a player and to truly work on the things that I need to work on to stay on the court. So I think that just motivates me even more to work hard this summer and come back stronger. So.
I know you haven't had the meeting yet, but what do you want to work on this summer to kind of get yourself into shape for next year?
I think I'm a guy that's just wanting to work on the whole bag, just on offense, defense, and really just getting the best shape, being the best version of myself. Establishing good habits.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing because a few years down the line you're gonna that's who you're gonna be. So just making sure I'm down on those small habits every day.
Go ahead.
What has this season taught you about yourself as a person and as a player?
Oh man, you gotta give all the glory to God. Just showing me that no matter what you go through, He's always gonna be there for you, and that I really just we're able to walk by faith and know that God, He's right there with you. But when you get through it, you're just like, man, like all those other times where you thought it was hard or feels like it wasn't going to work out. God, He always stay faithful. So I think I just learned a lot of just increasing my faith and knowing that no matter what you go through, like God, He puts you in that place for a reason, and you're able to come out stronger. So yeah, thank you.
Do you feel like you're finally maybe able to kind of take a breath as you go into the off season after you went to the Final Four with Duke, you got drafted, all the pre-draft workouts started hot in your rookie year? Do you feel like you're just be able to kind of breathe and relax and then really get into year two?
That's definitely a good question because it's like I do feel like that, but I'm a type of guy that's like always wanting to work. Like I feel like it's hard for me not to, and so like I gotta kind of like force myself to like take some time off and really, just relax because I feel like a day or two without like working out, it's just like I don't know, it feels weird to me. I'm like, what should I be doing now or something like that. And just I think that's just the competitive nature of just wanting to get better. That daily grind of like, seeing the work pay off and knowing that you're building yourself up, for a great future. So yeah.
I know last off season coming in, they were very cautious with you, especially with the injuries and everything like that. How are you looking forward to taking advantage of a healthy off season?
Oh man, I think, like I said, just being the best version of myself. This summer, I think the habits I'm talking about, just make sure I maintain my body and make sure I'm building it up for the season, and knowing how my body responds throughout the course of the season. And I think to have a healthy season and healthy the last two seasons, it just helps to go into this one. I guess you could say with like no fear or just truly like freely like working on your game.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be exciting. So yeah.
Do you think you'll miss bringing Chick-fil-A to the every flight?
Yes and no. It's definitely good to see the smiles on their faces when you
Yeah.
The new rookies bring it, and you'll just carry it on for it.
But that walk to the airplane is long. So.
Yeah.
That's really like a workout. So I'm not gonna miss that.